were on their way to somewhere, but they had to go through somewhere. And on your way to somewhere, the devil always wants you to get lost in the sauce. I was in the hospital and doctors kept telling me over and over, your life is over. They kept telling me over and over, you'll never recover from this. They called my body total disabled, retired me from a hospital bed, and said, this is it for you the rest of your life. And on top of that, they still gave me a death sentence. I was going through somewhere. They were setting up everything around me. You need to go to hospice. Don't put this burden on your wife. Don't put this burden on your family. You need to go to hospice. Let us make you comfortable till you die. When I wouldn't receive that, they said, well, at least go to palliative care. They were trying to get me. And I wouldn't sign for palliative care. I was in a place of wilderness. I was in a season of transition. But look at me now. Medications. Tubes coming out of both sides of my body. COVID, flu, and pneumonia, and fibroids, and a fungal infection called aspergillus. 2 life-or-death surgeries 3 days apart. Reducing my lung capacity by 20%. Each lung, so I only have 80% both lungs left. I was going through something. And it looked like it was over. And with 23 medications, taking morphine and Percocet and Dilaudid, it felt like it was over. But I saw myself as a grain of sand in the hand of a mighty God. And I don't care what the doctor said, I'm telling you the truth. I would not stagger at the promise of God. I knew that my life wasn't over. I was going through something on my way to something because I'm back to work. A man that you said would never work again. A man that you said would be disabled if I lived the rest of my life. I am back on my feet doing what I've been called to do. Y'all better hear me in here today. I come to tell you, transition don't last forever. You're not designed to live in the wilderness. Don't you let nobody talk the promise out of you. Don't you allow what it looked like to suck the life out of you. Don't you allow what it feel like. Don't you allow what other folk are dying with to be the death of you. I need to tell you today, you're on your way somewhere, and it's bigger than where you are right now. It's just been a process. But you're on your way out. Grab somebody and tell them, this is not how my story ends. This is not how my story ends. This is not what he promised me. This is not how it's going